What's up everybody, welcome to another weekly update video. We are now on week 16. This video is going to be pretty short because overall my week review, which is usually the bigger portion of this video I want to say, is actually, I didn't really, it was a boring week for me. I didn't do much at all, so we're just going to kind of fly by this. So let's get started. Tuesday, work, sleep, work day. Wednesday, work, sleep, work day. Thursday, work, sleep day. And then I went over Samantha's and played like Breath of the Wild, and I think we ended up going on, did we go on a walk? Yeah, we went on a walk Thursday as well. So Thursday was a nice weather day, so that was nice. So that was our Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, just right there, just work, sleep, work days. Nothing to them. I also did stream, obviously, on those days as well. If you haven't watched on Twitch, then there's a link down below. You can watch me on Twitch. I play a lot of Call of Duty. Friday, I ended up streaming in the morning, and then Samantha and I went out to dinner to a local, like, tavern kind of place. It's, like, right around where she lives. It was pretty cool. We went really late at night, but she didn't get done work until, like, 10 o'clock, and then we ended up going. So we were there really late, but they still had food and stuff, so it was nice. Saturday was just kind of a lazy hang around day, and then we ended up going over to my parents for dinner. We had chicken quesadillas that were really good. And yeah, Matt and I went on a walk. Zach was streaming. So Matt and I went on a walk at one point, and then we obviously came back, picked up Samantha, got dinner, and then yeah, we just chilled around and watched TV for the rest of the night. On Sunday, we celebrated my sister's birthday. Her birthday's April 11th, but we ended up delaying it because we've all been really busy lately with doing our lives essentially to really kind of get together. So it was pretty cool. We got together, my grandparents came over, and we had cake and stuff like that, and we sang happy birthday, you know, all the traditional birthday stuff. And then we literally watched Criminal Minds the entire time. Like, that's like, I think we got through like almost 2 seasons, it felt like, because I went over there pretty early. So that was pretty cool. It was a nice little celebratory thing. And then that brings us to our final day of the week, which was Monday, which is I went back to work Monday. So yeah, and then Monday's essentially in our work, sleep, work day. So we just kind of tuck that one away in there. But yeah, that was it for the weekly review. There's really not too much in there. Obviously the weather's been getting nicer here, so I'm hoping to get more stuff in. Obviously Tuesday and Wednesday and Monday are very difficult because of my work schedule, but hopefully Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we'll have some cool stuff going on there. Maybe some vlog stuff. Maybe. I don't want to promise anything because I'm very bad at that. That's been one of my resolutions, like personal, like side resolutions, not my main ones, my side resolutions, to not promise you guys video content because I'm very bad. Once I promise you guys that it's over, it's done. Very bad. So hopefully, you know, with the nicer weather and getting outside and stuff like that, we'll see more stuff coming up. Except for this upcoming week because it's supposed to like be rainy and miserable all week, of course. So, but after, you know, after. All right. So anyway, let's jump into our 2018 resolutions here. The main portion, or the main reason these videos exist, which is to go over how my resolutions for 2018 are going so far, at least the main core ones that I wanted to hit at. It's sad actually. I want to go back and rewatch my resolution video so I can, because I know most of my resolutions that I made and I've nailed most of them down. It's just I want to make sure I'm getting all of them in there because there's some side ones that I wanted to work on. But anyway, let's kick it off with reading. So reading, I finally finished the Septimus Heap series. The last book was Fire, right there. So I finished that one. The whole series, I'd give it a like 6 or 7 out of 10. It was really well written, very enjoyable, and I liked how the whole like series, like there was stuff from book 1 and 2 being used in book 7. It was really good. Needless to say, it's a long series. It's 7 books. After the 5th book, I was ready to just be done with it. I was actually going to stop after the 4th or 5th book and read a different series, but then I was like, no, I'll forget. Let me just knock this series out, which I did. I knocked it out. There is a spin-off series. It's a 3-book series that I'm gonna read probably in like 2 more series, but I've started the new book series completely because I need some fresh material in my head after reading 7 books of all the same, like, you know, how authors have the same like similarity style or whatever throughout their series. I needed something fresh. Got that off my chest. So now I'm reading a new series called The Air Chronicles, and it's H-E-I-R Chronicles, not like Hair Chronicles. It's Air Chronicles. So I started reading that. I think it's a 5-book series as far as I'm aware. She's still writing this series, so we'll see how that kind of plays into it. But right now there's 5 books. I'm reading The Warrior Heir right now, which is a book this is a reread, by the way. So far a lot of these books have been rereads. This one is a reread. I've read this book before. I'm reading it again so I can do the whole series and count it as a book I've read this year. And yeah, so far knocking it out of the park. I think I'm like already on page 100 out of like 370 something. So we're doing good. Okay, so let's move on to sketches now. So obviously, sketch a week is what we've been going at. I think I've only missed 1 week, but I made up for it. But anyway, this week's sketch is, if you don't know, it's a rose. So this one I wanted to do a bit more shading with and get like kind of like shading down. And I feel like I did pretty good for the most part. I probably could have done a bit more in there looking at it now. This was a pretty easy, I followed a step-by-step guide to drawing this one, which usually I don't normally do. Usually I take a picture and then I draw it the way I would draw it, but I've been having trouble finding art to draw. So I went and did this one. I think it turned out pretty good. There's a few things that I would obviously change with it, but I like it overall. So this sketch time lapse, if you want to look at that, will be coming up on Thursday, this upcoming Thursday, so you'll be able to check that out and see how to draw it yourself, really. We're calling this the Thorny Rose. It's got thorns and it's a rose, so I felt like it fit. So this is the name of the sketch, Thorny Rose. So now we're gonna move on. I always like to think of the health section of this video as the bulkier part. It's more I try to talk more inside the health section because I feel like it's a good, like, kind of motivator for other people, not just like myself, obviously, but it's also kind of good for me as well to like just kind of like run it through in my head. This section has actually been this last 2 weeks has been a struggle making this section of the video, mainly because for the most part I've met this resolution. The resolution was to stop drinking energy drinks. It wasn't to get like healthy or anything like that. It's to just stop drinking energy drinks. And it's been almost over 2 weeks now. I haven't had a single one. I've been doing good. Like today I'm feeling kind of tired. So there are days where I feel tired, or if I haven't gotten enough sleep, I do get that. But for the most part, I've been doing really well. I've noticed I have more energy to begin with, just base energy. I'm more motivated to get stuff done right off the bat. There are some times where I'm like, I could push it off or whatever, but for the most part, if I have enough sleep and I'm like well functioning, I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's knock it out of the park. I'm more focused on stuff. But that brings us to a problem where it's like, all right, well, what do I do for the health section of my video? Do I just keep saying, yay, it's another week without Monster, or another week without energy drinks? Like, it just sounds like it's gonna get to the point where it's really stupidly repetitive, which is why I want to try and branch on this. Within the next week or two, I'm gonna try and figure out exactly what I want to do with the health portion of this video, and same with the reading portion, because I feel like the reading portion is getting very similar to that, where it's just repetitive. Like, at least with the sketch portion, I have something new to show you guys every week, you know, besides me just telling you, yeah, I finished the book. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks, we'll have some weather permitting goodness outside. Like, I'm talking like above 70 degrees, sunny, and not raining, obviously, because I hate the rain. Like, I like sitting in my room and listening to the rain, but I hate like being outside or anywhere near the outside. I don't even like driving in the rain just because it's cold and miserable. But hopefully we'll get some nice weather. Hopefully I'll be able to go like outdoors and do stuff and go hiking and go cliff jumping and maybe some rock climbing and stuff like that. So there's just plans for the future, and hopefully I can incorporate them into the health section of this video, because I feel like this section of the video is an important one and I want to keep it in there to kind of just I just want it to be in the video. I think it's very important to have. So yeah, anyway, 2-ish plus weeks without Monster. I don't know, you guys probably know better than I do, or you can go back and look at the video of when I actually stopped. So it's like 2 plus weeks without Monster. I started doing exercises. I always say that, and I've hinted in here, but I haven't fully committed to it. So I'm gonna try and see what I want to do with this section, along with the reading section, and kind of get back to you guys on the future with that. So that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's a bit shorter, but I'm probably imagining you guys will like that a bit more. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, then the stupid bell button, and then there's like apparently some other option. I just found out about this today. There's like some option in the bell option to like occasionally, always, or never alert you to my videos. It's so dumb. I don't know what YouTube's been thinking with this, but go mess around with that, figure out what you want. And as always, guys, keep being awesome. Let me know what you guys are doing down below, and I'll see you guys inside the next video. Bye!